What up? Hope you're having a good day. Man, we had our holiday party today, our work holiday party, and it was virtual because I'm teleworking, and so are like pretty much half of my office right now. So that was it was really different, but it was also nice to see everybody and be able to like just take a break from work and then kind of like talk about like old Christmas memories and like some of our favorite things. And you could definitely tell that a lot of people are like really depressed about just the holidays this year and Christmas and everything, just because obviously Rona is hitting everywhere. And it really hit home to me this week when I was writing out my Christmas cards to send out to people, because it's like, man, I usually hand the people their cards instead of like, oh man, I gotta actually go get some stamps. When was the last time I ever had to use some stamps for anything? So uh, it's definitely gonna be rough in a lot of ways, because we always get together on Christmas. This will be the first Christmas that we aren't all together. Like Thanksgiving, it's like hit or miss. Sometimes we go off and do our own little things or mix it up or whatever. But for the most part, I can't think of any time in my life that my family's ever not gotten together for Christmas. And we usually do it on Christmas Eve, and then we do our like immediate family on Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve is going to be a lot different this year since we aren't all getting together. But obviously, we're just trying to keep it safe. And I know other people are out there still going to meet up with their family and do all that and take those risks and all that. And that's nothing against them. I mean, do whatever you're comfortable with. Obviously, like, I mean, you have the right and freedom to do that. But also, like, be mindful of like how you say things around other people that might be like high risk, or their family's high risk, because you don't know what somebody might be going through. Like, maybe somebody's family is like, they do have the Rona right now or something, and they can't necessarily be there with their family, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, say somebody, like I know somebody right now that is going to be spending Christmas alone because they're pretty much their whole family has Rona right now. So it's like, obviously, like, they would want to be together, but I mean, they don't want to be together because they might potentially be getting each other sick. They don't know if it's past, or like, I mean, they're feeling better and all this, but you literally never know, and you don't know what somebody's going through. So I see a lot of people like kind of bragging about like, oh, I'm getting big groups of people together and doing all this stuff. It's like, okay, well, if you're gonna do that, just don't be so like boastful about it or like bragging about it, because you don't know who's gonna see that and like have that ruin their day, or maybe give them anxiety of like more things to come down the line. It's like, in such a crazy year like this, let's close it out like actually like looking out for each other and being mindful of what we're saying, because what a crazy year in general. Like, I know that I lost at least one friend definitely to it, because it was before like all the lockdowns and all this stuff was happening in February, and they just said, oh, he had pneumonia. It's like, they went through like the list of symptoms and everything, and all the symptoms were for the Rona, you know what I mean? And his family is high risk, and they're much older, his parents and his grandma. And I mean, if they're going in to like clear his stuff out of his place, like they could have potentially been getting sick because the hospital didn't tell them or even want to test the body for coronavirus. So pretty wild. And I just can tell, like, anytime I'm going into the stores, and even if it's not intentional, I just can tell that when I'm in line, some people are getting way too close, you know what I mean? And it just seems like they kind of know that they're just going to try to, like, bother you with it. It's like, and I say in the nicest way, just like, please back up, man. It's a damn pandemic going on. Like, even though we got masks on, that's not a guarantee that, like, something ain't going to, like, go around or anything. Like, I mean, my eyes are, like, I wear glasses and everything, but if it's an airborne thing, and like all it takes is one little particle to hit your eyeball, you know what I mean? there's a number of ways that you could get it. So don't, like, I know people are like, oh, well, I got a mask on, everything's gonna be 100% fine. It's like, okay, well, sit in a room with somebody with that mask on and see how long it like fully prevents it. You know what I mean? So like, even if you are masking up, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're not gonna get it. So I'm taking all the precautions wearing it, but if somebody's like breathing down my neck when I'm putting groceries on the damn thing, it heightens that probability of me getting it, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to be like cussing somebody out because they're just like hovering over me, like just, you know, not obeying the rules. It's like, you hear on the intercom every single time it comes on. They're like, oh, keep 6 feet of distance. That's not the little carts, it's the 2 big carts. You know, it's like, people know, because they play that dang thing like between every single song when you're grocery shopping or in the mall or anywhere, you know what I mean? So people know, but they're just sitting there like, you know, just like halfway out of breath because they already got the mask on and everything. Oh man, this is funny. So my friend that works at Starbucks had to kick somebody out the other day because because they said that they couldn't hear with the mask on. I was like, wait, what? They literally said like blank face. They're like, I don't have a mask because I can't hear with the mask on. Like, what? Huh? You know what I mean? Oh man, it's great. So that, I don't know, hearing that just made my day in one way, and it's also like, oh man, that's scary. Like, oh, that poor person. You know what I mean? How could you be so dumb? How could you be so dumb? Anyways, I just know that like I'm gonna be missing my family a lot this year, and I know that a lot of other people are gonna be missing having big meals or big get-togethers with their family this year. So just overall, just be mindful of what people might be going through. Some people might not be there just because they're trying to be safe, and some people might not be there because they may have passed because of this virus, or who knows the other situations. Maybe they had to travel or something and they don't want to risk flying, or whatever the scenario. Don't take what you're comfortable with and like try to brag about it and boast up when you literally have no idea what somebody could be going through. Somebody could be like on the last shred of hope or last like shred of sanity, if anything, these days. You don't know if they're out of work or you name the scenario pretty much. 2020 scenario. But don't think that you know anything more than anybody else. Like, I know I don't know nothing about nothing. I just know that I'm taking all the precautions that I can so I can go safely see my mom and then have dinner with her and just ride this wave out until we can get to the other side of all of this, because obviously nobody wants to be in this damn situation. Nobody's like rooting for this virus to continue. Nobody wants any of this shit. So just look out for each other. Like, it's literally the end of the year. It's holiday times. Like, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, like, I mean, it's a time where everybody's like getting together. So don't be knocking people that like might not agree with you or anything. Like, it doesn't cost anything to be a decent person, or just be nice to somebody, or like give somebody space if they necessarily need it, or if you know that a pandemic's going on and you don't need to be hovering over their shoulder in the grocery store. Anyways, do what you can to be happy. Do what you can to make others happy. And it's really that simple. Like, don't feed the zombies. Have a good one.